Okay.
You will receive your room assignments and list of students prior, so if you really think there's a conflict, you don't want to be in a certain, like one year I remember having a judge, I think it went this way, they had a son who just broke up with a girl, and they were judging the girl. That wasn't going to go well. So we, put them in another room. All right, well, I just have a few more, couple minutes here, just to sort of get you familiar with the logistics of the presentation night. If you're a veteran, you probably are well aware of all of this stuff. So whatever school you're volunteering at, Thomas or Schrader, you're going to meet at the library. And about a half hour before you go to your rooms, we'll have the food set up, we'll have the computers on if you wanted to do any last minute checking of the e-portfolios. You will get a link later this week. We're still compiling all the e-portfolio websites for the students, and we're putting them into a spreadsheet where you'll see who you'll be judging with, the room that you're in, and the 5 students that you'll be seeing and the topics that they'll be covering. So you'll have some time prior to view all of those e-portfolios. Then you'll go to your rooms, and we try to get 3 judges in every room. And if we have enough judges, that's what we do. So I also mentioned if you have friends or family who's still thinking about being a judge, we still need some judges on every night. And if you can recruit some more people, that would be great. You know where the website is. And we have one more training night and on Wednesday, and we filmed tonight's training. So we're going to compile that stuff and put it online for any latecomers so that they can do some training online. And so back to the night. That the 3 judges, one will be considered a head judge, and that's usually someone who's a veteran or a staff member. And they'll have all the score sheets for all 5 students. So there'll be 3 score sheets already printed with their names for each of the students. So you just have to make sure that you're using a score sheet for the student that you're judging. Okay. We only had 1 mishap out of 700 kids last year, so judges did a really nice job with that. One judge will be a timekeeper. So on the night of the presentations, we'll have stopwatches and cards that let them know that they've reached the 6-minute mark, the 8-minute mark, and then we have a stop sign if they are getting out of hand. So the head judge, we asked them to collect the score sheets, bring them all back to the library at the end, and once in a while there's also a tech issue in the room, so we'll give you a number to call back here, and we resolve most of them. As far as the score sheets go, the score sheets are, you can use pen or pencil. We'll try to have extras of those if you forget. Even Sharpies work. Stray marks don't scan well, so if you fill in the bubble completely, that's the best read. But 1 score sheet is returned to the students. So what we do with those score sheets, we run them through a scanner. The scores get recorded into a spreadsheet, calculations are run, and then we print 1 score sheet out with a score for each component. So they do see where they lost points. They lost points in the introduction, or eye contacts, or how they dress. So they see that specific feedback. Judges don't have to worry about any time penalties. That's taken care of after the fact when we go through them and see if they went over or under. And I think that just about covers it. Does anybody who's been through it before have anything to add as far as logistics go?
Do we include the question and answer portion of the time?
The question and answer portion is outside of the time.
Okay.
Right. And we space it, we have 20 minutes for a 6 to 8 minute speech, the Q&A, time to score, and setup. And that works most of the time. Sometimes we'll go over a little bit, but a lot of times you catch up with the next one. But we found that that works pretty well. I wish I went off earlier.
If there's a problem with the technology, does the stopwatch stop until it's fixed, or do we keep timing?
Well, most of the tech issues, they figure that out right even before they start, during the setup process. If there's something that happens during, yeah, I would probably stop that.
Do you get to timekeeper or any scoring as well?
Yes. Multitask. So a woman has to do it.
Okay, so there's three judges in the room,
Yes.
and we all are judging the same person at the same time, and then we do what you take each person's score if you
Average.
take the average.
How much time is in between each one?
They're 20-minute time slots. So if it's a 6 to 8 minute speech, right, then you have 12 minutes to score, ask questions. And then we don't send the next student down until, real close to that end of that 20-minute segment. And so then they'll come in, greet them. If you need time to set up, they'll say yes or no.
Just to piggyback on what you had said about timing and scoring, although we were scoring while we were probably watching here, I wouldn't suggest that on the evening up. Because then you're not really maybe giving them 100% attention if you're writing. That would be mine.
What, scoring in?
Just to observe the presentation and then when they leave to score, as opposed to someone using a stopwatch and trying to score and listen.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would just listen.
Yeah.
That was my feeling also. I really wanted to listen to what they had to say,
Right.
and the ones that I listened to were credible. But I wanted to be able to have a chance to write things down at the end. I could remember them. It's just that I didn't want to, be busy doing this when there's important information coming along.
I know when I score them, I'm the same way. Once in a while, I'll write just maybe one word down to
Yeah, a blurb or
maybe remind me of something, or usually you remind me of something I want to ask, right? Because by the end, I'll probably forget already. And but I would agree that listening, I can, my memory's not that bad that I forget what just happened and score it. It's getting close, though. Anything else?